let's talk apples for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And so I see we don't have much of a crop this year like we see in many places, so
Right.
It looks like the frost hit pretty hard here.
Yep. So we had a very significant loss on our apples. I mean, there actually is one apple there.
I see a couple here, but I'd have to look hard to see too many more.
Right, there's not very many. We think we probably lost, 95, maybe 96% of our crop. There's a few spots on the hills and a few spots near some trees where we have more fruit. But this is definitely the worst damage I've seen in my life here. I know a lot of parts of the state didn't get hit quite as badly as we did, but it seems like we are kind of right in that no man's land where we were not far enough along to have more protection and not far enough back like they were in the northern part of the state. So it's going to be a challenge for us this year because we do U-pick apples, and we're not sure how do you do U-pick apples when your U-pick block
Don't
looks
have
like
apples,
this. So
yeah.
we have some ideas that we're working on, and we're going to still, most people that are picking apples, they just want the experience of walking through the trees and walking in the orchard. So we think we can still give them that experience and still sell them apples through that experience. It just might be a little bit different than what you're used to.
So probably going to buy in a bunch of apples this year. Is that the plan?
Yes, and we are used to buying apples. As our market has grown, our production hasn't kept up with our retail demand. So we're used to buying apples, especially things like Honeycrisp and Evercrisp. That's been a big driver for us planting so many trees in the past few years. And we want to bring things back into balance where we're able to produce everything we need to sell. But this year we're going to be buying even more apples than we're used to, and some of the hardest apples to find nowadays are juice apples. With so many of the big orchards getting into high density systems, packouts are up so high, you can't find juice apples very easily anymore. So that's going to be a unique challenge for this year.